This is Barbara DeLong, and I painted and channeled the Cosmic Deck of Initiation, which has recently been re-released, along with a handbook that gives detailed instructions on how to use the deck, and most recently, the digital app for those of you who want to use it on your cell phones. Because this is not your ordinary tarot or oracle deck, I thought it important to give you a hint as to the kind of information and material you can get from the deck. While it can, of course, be used for prognostication, its original intent was for those who are on a personal spiritual journey and seeking insight and wisdom that has been carried within for eons of your spirit's journey. The deck enables individuals to become their own master teacher, learning from that which has personally been gathered over time and not following another's teaching or pathway. The spirit's journey is unique unto each individual, so information will always be unique, and the interpretation and application as well will differ. The deck is very personal, and the more you use it, the greater it will serve you. I'm sharing the meaning of one of the cards to give you a hint as to the kind of information they will share with you. For further information, you can go to cosmicdeckofinitiation.com, and the link will follow the meaning of the card. Enjoy and learn. You have drawn the Libra card, which indicates balance between the cosmic and the physical. A weighing process is ongoing. Justice is brought to you from within. Harmony awaits you. The heart center begins to manifest on a higher level. A connection with someone can have a wide-ranging impact. There is research and a draw to books and wisdom. If you are working with a pyramid spread and your card falls on the circle for body and health, it indicates there is a new balance within that brings you into a new focus on life and the directions that you're going in. This balance shifts your routines, and you find that what once worked for you no longer seems to apply to your elements. It is time to research and find what is most appropriate for you at this time frame in your life. Research leads to many new and different approaches to balancing your life, and there is also an inclination to do further work in areas that once you had avoided. There is a new level of understanding as to how the physical and intellect work together to expand awareness and insight into the directions that this life is leading to. Things that at one time had been limiting to you now seem to disappear, and the way is clear for you to expand yourself into new directions. Books are drawn to you, and you find information that allows you to expand knowledge and insight into new levels of old areas. In many ways, light is brought into situations and areas that have been in the shadows for quite some time. An enlightening experience for sure that clears many roadblocks for you. If your card falls into the circle for future, it indicates balance and justice are brought to your reality as time flows forward. Many elements that have been slowing you down are being resolved without your having to involve yourself in them. Time actually does seem to bring truth and peace to situations that have long been bothering you. It is more important for you to work on yourself, and as you do, the universe takes care of the rest. Doors will be opening to you as you are able to free yourself from some of the frustrating situations that you have been faced with through time. You will find that you are finally able to step into the future that was meant for you, as soon as you let go of the pettiness that once you carried, understanding that there is a balance between creation and that it is brought forward when the time is right. At times, a bitter pill for you to swallow, but once it's down, it's not so bad. There are many talents and gifts that have waited for the right time to manifest that soon will come to the surface. You will surprise yourself as they come into play within your reality. There will be a spotlight of sorts that shines on you, and you will find even more talents await your call. Recognition for work done and lives touched is also within your future as you keep moving ahead. The more work you do, the greater impact you will have upon those that you touch. If your card falls into the circle for career and finances, it's important to remember that the purpose of this lifetime is to experience the physical reality in order to expand and enlighten the spirit within. The spirit incarnates to experience the physicality of this plane. The job of the ego, personality, is to grow and enhance the individual that carries the spirit. Your choice of career is to support those goals. If you happen to help others or enhance their lives as well, that's icing on the cupcake, so to speak. This lifetime, career will change as the seasons of the spirit do as well. You will be naturally drawn to different areas over time and are encouraged to follow those draws. There will be inner inclinations that you are encouraged to follow and find the gifts that they hold for you. Yours is a restless spirit, and you will find that often there are several directions you are drawn to. Prioritize and try them all, for all will hold a piece of the puzzle that is your life. You need not hold to one area, but draw from all, as each area increases the vibrancy of the spirit carried within. If your card falls in the circle for the mind, it indicates your mind is very electively oriented, and you will find that from time to time, very unusual areas of reality will call to you. If it isn't too strange, you're encouraged to follow the call. Please note, though, and be advised that the ego, aware of this aspect of you, will occasionally slip in a call that is way off the chart. Ignore those calls, they're wrong numbers. To open yourself to unusual experiences is often very informative to you, and though you may not choose to make a career of those experiences, they do create a persona that is unique and a sheer expression of joy. You find balance and justice in many areas of life and find that they send a message to your development and evolution that gives you a better understanding of each and every lifetime spent upon the earth plane. There is great enrichment here, and as you add to the experience, there is a greater depth of understanding as to the directions you are being drawn in. The mind collects and stores all experiences and applies them when they apply to current situations, and while your reasoning may well seem strange to some, you make perfect sense to yourself, with sometimes a very sweet and secret smile. If your card falls in the circle for love, it reminds us that love is a simple four-letter word. In other languages, it may have more or fewer letters, but even then, it is just a word. The letters hold no special meaning nor combination, but it is the meaning that is triggered in the human spirit that gives the deep spiritual meaning and understanding that touches us. The depth of love and the experience of it is what we all hope to embrace and be held by. Love is an essence that was never created. It just is. And as humans, we seek that memory within in order to find it outside of ourselves. Forgetting that we were created in love and that our spirits are pure love, we seek to find it in others as if to complete ourselves. When we remember that we are the personification of the expression of love and that we are complete within that love is when we radiate that vibration and draw to ourselves others who are complete in that knowledge as well. Doesn't mean that we're perfect, but at least aware of this one aspect. Expressing love in its simplest forms returns it to us in the most unusual of ways. Celebrating the spirit within and sharing that love with others draws more joy into our lives. The essence of love that is lived is the expression of the source of all creation within our reality. Love is a feeling, an emotion, and is an essence that is greatly magnified when shared. If your card falls in the circle for spirit, it reminds us that spirit is constantly seeking balance and understanding through the physical experiences within this reality. In other dimensions, the physical experience have been very different to those here on the earth plane. The elements of compassion, empathy, and love are new on some levels, and it is constantly seeking experiences that will help us to embrace those qualities fully. The spirit within has experienced much in its journey through its evolution and ascension process and will continue to gather and incorporate experiences into itself. As spirits flow through the journey towards ultimate completion, they circle back to repeat experiences that need further insight and understanding. Often they choose to repeat experiences to get greater depth of understanding and knowledge from them. Spirits don't have the option to choose exact situations. They can only express the need to further develop elements, and the universe decides how to present those experiences. The spirit chooses whether or not to take those options. Sometimes there are many repeats in order for the spirit to gain what is needed for it to move on.